What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another SandStorm meetup. And today we hope you guys are having a great Friday and got a lovely show for you guys. I think this is the first time that at least I've had a repeat guest. I don't know if you guys are the first repeat guest on the show. We're joined by Lady Pixy. How are you guys doing?
Good, thanks. How are
Good.
you?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you guys coming back on the show. You know, anyone that is watching that is maybe not familiar with Lady Pixy, there should be a rebroadcast of the last show. But real quick, let's do another introduction. Who are you and who is Lady Pixy? What are you guys about?
Okay, so this is Somaya. I'm CEO of Lady Pixie company, and in Lady Pixie we are building NFT. It's more avatars, cars, like everything, and it's for the Sandbox game. And then please introduce yourself also.
Good. So, yeah, my name is Dan Paisley. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer for Lady Pixie. And just to add to what Somi said, we're getting into game development as well right now, but we create pretty much everything that you can think of when it comes to voxel characters, so avatars, assets, furniture. You'll see some paintings a little bit later. The vehicles we're doing right now are super cool. And then gigantic projects like big luxury estates that take months to complete. So I would say the best way to describe this is a full service studio in the metaverse at this point, because we can pretty much handle anything.
Yeah, and I believe last time you guys were on, we that's what we were mainly talking about was the luxury estates with the interior design, and I want to say that you guys were on your second one. You had just done the second estate. I could be wrong. Which one are you guys on now?
Actually, this project is paused for now, but we did two big estates.
Yeah.
And they've been successfully sold out for $100K each of them. And there was, as you know, it was a state with palace, with avatars, with vehicles, everything in it.
Yeah.
But for now, we stopped that project. We put that on pause. We keep our land for now, so we are going to maybe monetize and use it in another way. So we are keeping it, and we are thinking about what we should do with that.
Okay. Is there any reason for pausing it? What was the decision behind that?
Yeah, we think maybe in future we can make a better use of it. Like one of our land, we used it for our games, so we are going to announce it soon. Because for game you need land, and
Yeah.
maybe in partnership with others, we are going to use this land. So for now, we put a hold on it. We don't sell it for now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And
Yeah.
then, obviously you guys are partnered with the Sandbox, correct? You're going
Yes.
to talk a little bit about that partnership, what it's like working with Sandbox, and kind of what that partnership means.
Yeah, so I can say Lady Pixie started with Sandbox. They like supported us and raised a fund for us. I mean, oh, look at that.
Yeah, my cat is just all over my desk.
Cute. Yeah, and like we are now partners with Sandbox. We are working like together. We have a team. We are announcing them what we do, but we have like complete freedom on the Sandbox market. So
Mm-hmm.
everything we build, it's 0 to 100. It's up to us. We put pricing like the day it's up to us. We put on the market. Everything is like completely freedom, but also we cooperating with Sandbox.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, Sandbox still love it. I mean, we got Alpha Season 3 coming out soon.
Wow, yeah,
I believe it's exciting stuff. I can't wait to see
yeah,
what they put in Season 3. And I mean, and since you guys were on last, you guys did have a couple of other collections, as you see running around in the social up here. I mean, we got some cars sitting out, we got some robots. You guys had the casino collection drop. I guess first
yeah.
let's talk about the robots. What are the robots?
Yeah, it's so each of our collection has like 10 avatars in it, and we're releasing like every 2 weeks on the market. Some before it was like every week, but now we need more time for design, so every 2 weeks we release them. And these robots, yeah, they're so cool. It's not easy to build a robot because there is lots of restriction technically, but we are happy that we made them. And before we had 5 legendary and 5 epic in each collection, but because the environment issue, we have to keep the number low. So we have 2 legendary, 3 epic, and like 5 rare in each
Rare.
collection. Yeah. So
Nice. And these can be purchased on the Sandbox marketplace.
yeah, so we have a collection called Lady Pixie Avatars, and another one is Lady Pixie States, which we put our furniture and states, but Avatars has a separate on the Sandbox market. You can see it's like there.
Yeah. Yeah. These robots look great. Some of them, one of them kind of reminds me of Iron Man.
Yes, and we have to change actually the design of it. So the sale is
You
tomorrow,
do?
but we are revising that one. So this one will not go to sale tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is
yeah. It's one of those things that it's not on purpose, but if you look through, I'm a huge comic book fan,
Yeah.
and if you look through the number of suits that Iron Man has worn, it's hard not to build a robot that looks like at least one of them. But at the same time, all of our creations are unique to us. They come from us. They're not. It wasn't on purpose for sure, but we are going to change it so that it's obviously our creation and not anything to do with Iron Man.
Yeah. Is that just because you don't want any type of like potential legal trouble, or did someone actually reach out and say something?
Just someone from our team brought it up. When I saw it at first, I thought, okay, it looks a tiny bit like it, but it can't be construed as it. And then after we had an internal discussion, I don't think we're really worried about any kind of legal trouble. We do just want to maintain that we are, our
Original
own creative
stuff.
studio, and it's original, it's unique pieces of work. And I think that's a large part about the value of Lady Pixie as a whole, is that we are creating unique pieces.
Yeah.
And so we just want to make sure that we're staying true to that value that we have internally.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, yeah, I would say the only thing that made me think of it was just the light on the center chest piece. That was really it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Iron Man is somewhere in our head always.
Yeah.
When it comes to robot, it's hard to deny it. But yeah, we are going to change that design. So it will not be available, just this one on the market tomorrow.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. And so these will all be available, throughout the Sandbox. People can use them on their land and use them as their avatars and things like that.
Of course.
That's it. Yeah. So they all go on sale tomorrow. And then a really cool announcement, we'll be announcing this on Twitter as well, as we'll actually be putting vehicles that belong to the robot collection on sale next week as well. And so that's something that we've kind of changed in our dynamic, is every time we create a new collection of avatars, they're actually going to be accompanied by a group of vehicles as well. So that if you're a collector or a gamer, or you need assets for a game that you're creating, you'll actually be able to accompany, or purchase an accompanying set of assets for any avatar that you choose. So it's a cool little value add that we've come up with, just because we've got such a great vehicle designer.
Yeah. Have you guys shown what the vehicle looks like?
Not yet. I don't think we've sent anything to you guys, but they're pretty cool. We'll be launching them maybe by end of day, but likely next week we'll showcase the full suite of them.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
So it started with the Old West. With each 10 avatar, we have 5 vehicles special for those collections. And next week we will drop 5 vehicles for casino and 5 vehicles for robot, and they're really cool. So next week, we usually drop Saturdays at 15 UTC.
Okay, so every Saturday. I like that. I like that you guys do the vehicles with the collection, because if you're wanting robots, you're probably gonna want a vehicle that goes with a robot, and so forth.
Our builder came later, so that's why our schedule is a bit behind. But from next collection, which will be Storm versus Monster, they will come together. So
yeah. Okay, awesome. And then you mentioned the casino collection. You're gonna have vehicles coming out for that. What exactly is the casino collection?
That was specialized for our game, Gamblex, which will be announced soon. There is a very big casino in it, and we built these avatars for our casino collection. And they will have cool cars, you will see, and they will have a casino in their game. So it's fun. And they have like roles, so you can see poker dealer or pro player man, and so it's like, yeah, you can have run a whole casino with these characters. Receptionist was like one of the favorites. Yeah.
So there'll be an actual. Oh, I like the security guy.
The security is the top seller by far.
Yeah, top seller. Yeah.
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 I like. I like that idea. So there's going to be like an actual casino where people can go down and play, blackjack if they want.
Yeah. So for each collection, we have a story behind it. There is a story like imagining their city, their cars, everything. Because for some of them, we also build cities, like states. So yeah, there is a big story behind each collection we release.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, we went over those two collections. Has you guys any other collections that you guys have dropped that you'd like to talk about? Since you last came on the show.
I think there's a couple of them. One that's really cool is Light and Shadow. It's a pretty fantasy type of collection. And then the Old West collection as well. We launched. I think that's a super cool one. As far as I know, we're the first one to bring cowboys and cowgirls into the metaverse or into the sandbox. I might be wrong, but I couldn't find anyone else that had done it. So I think that collection itself is pretty cool. Plus, I'm like from Calgary, Alberta originally, so cowboys are special to my heart. So those are a couple of them. I put out on our Twitter. If you don't follow us there, please do. I put that out yesterday. Just a link back to the Sandbox marketplace for the Light and Shadow collection. I'll be doing the same a little bit later today for our Old West collection as well, because it's like I said, it's really cool. The buggies that come along with it are also pretty neat.
Yeah. And how long would you say it takes you to do each collection? When from start to finish of like, say, we're gonna do aliens next time. Like, how long would you say it takes you to do one whole collection?
4 to 6 weeks usually. It's because we work like this. Our project manager will find a story. So we write a whole story about what is this collection about, what is like color template, what is the expectation. And then they will design 10 characters for each collection. And we do everything in Jira. And then he will lead the team, like give different avatars to different builders. Mm-hmm. And then after it's built, we have another senior project manager, which again revise the design and ask the builders to change them in case they want. So it takes a long time, 4 to 6 weeks actually, to finalize it.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's you guys have already pumped out so many collections. I mean, it's amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Because like I said last time, we were mainly focusing a lot on we did focus on the voxel side of it, but that was kind of, you guys were talking about what was coming, and we were more on like the interior design, which you guys also did come out with a collection of different paintings and furniture, which I believe we have some of that up in the social hub. If Robert would like to show it.
Yes, he's read it. I mean. Yeah, the previous interview, we've been more into avatars and more focused on luxury estates. Luxury estates needed lots of resource and focus.
Yeah.
This time what we changed is we focus also on game, and these ones that you see, it's called elegant paintings. We never released them, so a new collection will come, just paintings, and it's from one of our great artists from Turkey. He's doing amazing arts. Mm-hmm. So that's why we decided to sell our paintings separately in the new collections. So it's 3 of them here for a demo. Yeah.
And then these will be once again available in the Sandbox marketplace, and you'll be able to put this up in
exactly.
land. Just like we have it up here in the social hub. That's awesome.
That's it.
Yes.
Well, you guys have the robot collection. I want to say that I saw on your Twitter that it'll also be available on OpenSea. Am I wrong to say that?
Yes, correct.
So how does that work with the difference of like it being on OpenSea and Sandbox?
I mean, OpenSea at the beginning was a bit confusing, but because it's connected to our wallet and Sandbox is working with OpenSea, so it's very easy. We don't need to do anything special on that. And we have some customers that are very interested in our assets. They put like some bids, and some of them we accept, some of them we wait to get higher bid on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then, you know, we have these 4 vehicles here. If you guys want to talk about those a little bit, what are we dancing in front of right now?
These vehicles, they've been, I think, about 9. We designed those for the like that collection called the Immortals. It was like Persian soldiers from history. So these are a long time ago. After that, we didn't design any more cars until recently, which started for the West old. And from now on, for each avatar collection, we will have cars. So yeah.
Nice. And yeah, so I mean, I don't even think you can drive cars yet in the Sandbox. So that's why I kind of wanted to talk about, you know, you guys are a pretty big partner with Sandbox. And like I said, Alpha Season 3 is coming. Is there anything specific that you guys are doing for Alpha Season 3?
Dan, please go on.
Yeah, I think the main contribution we have for Alpha Season 3 is our Gamblux game that we've created. So so that's gonna, you know, that'll launch at the same point, obviously, as Alpha Season 3. So that's our big contribution. You know, I'll say a few things. First of all, it was super fun to be involved in building our first game. I think for our first one, it went exceptionally well. I'm really proud of our team. You know, a special shout out to Damon on our team that did a ton of the work inside the game and produced it faster than I think most people would think it takes to build a game like this.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty immersive. There's 10 different quests that the gamer will get to go through, and I think it's 2 things. I think that it's a super fun treasure hunt. You know, it's a good little explorer game. But it's also quite challenging, you know, to actually beat the final quest. You'll have to actually put your game skills to the test to go find Lady Pixy. So it's not going to be a simple or a very easy game that everybody can complete. And I think it's unique in that way that we wanted, you know, the best of the gamers within the Sandbox to be challenged and to really enjoy their time. You know, there's a whole bunch of different kind of parts of the land. The casino is a huge part of it. That's really what we kind of built the idea of the game around, is the casino model, which is why we called it Gamblux. And we're really looking forward to seeing how it launches, and I can't wait to see feedback. Right, like, you know, the first time you do anything, you're a little bit nervous in terms of how your audience is going to you know, appreciate what you've done. But you know, all the feedback that we can get throughout this game, good or bad, is going to help feed us for our future games, which again, we've already started project number 2, so that we're ready for alpha seasons in the future.
Nice. Yeah. So this will be something that when Alpha Season 3 comes out, people will be able to play this?
Yep.
And will it be connected? Like, I guess, because I played Season 2 and Season 1 a little bit, and I know Season 2 is when they introduced portals and you were able to portal different lands. So will like someone have to portal here and complete
that? So that hasn't been really discussed quite yet. I think we're still waiting on a little bit more information from the Sandbox. So I would love to be able to tell you that, but we're not sure ourselves at this point.
Yeah.
Exactly how it's going to fit into their ecosystem. I know there's some stuff that we can't talk about yet. That the Sandbox has kind of told us actually this morning in a meeting. So there's going to be some new stuff coming down the pipe in Alpha Season 3. And for that reason, I don't really know exactly how we fit in, how you're going to be able to get into the game itself and how it's going to fit into their ecosystem. I think they're still building that. So
yeah.
So we're excited that we're going to be a part of it. And hopefully we get to have some conversations pretty quickly about what that looks like.
Awesome. And yeah, make sure if you guys are watching the stream, make sure you guys are following Lady Pixy on Twitter. Join the Lady Pixy Discord, and just so you know, I saw someone in chat say, "Can't wait! Looks awesome! Can't wait to play it." So you know how to play it, where to play it, and how to get into the game.
Exactly.
You did kind of say that you guys are already in the process, I guess, of working on games for future alpha drops. Is there anything that you can discuss with that, and what's to come in the future?
I wouldn't say too much yet. We're still in conceptualization mode. One of the things we'd really like is, we've gotten some rounds of feedback from the Sandbox dev team that we've taken into account and made some changes and some improvements into the game itself already.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're really looking for other rounds of feedback because, we've got a few different ideas for what the concept of the game is going to be. But as with everything, every time we do something, we want to make sure that we're learning, growing, and getting better at it, and giving the user the best user experience possible. So we're working in conjunction with the Sandbox to get that kind of feedback before we go into full launch of the next project.
Yeah.
So not too much fun information on that front, but coming soon. As we start to develop and we get into into a mold of exactly what we're going to do, we'll start making some announcements as well and drive some hype for the next game coming down the pipe.
Nice. Awesome. I mean, I'm glad to hear you guys are still working on other games coming. I mean, I know a lot of the projects that I guess we have talked to that have been coming on the show have been saying like maybe they want to hold off on coming on to talk about things with the current NFT landscape. I mean, the market in general, I think like Bitcoin's down like 5% right now. How have you guys, I guess, been motivation wise within the team, like with how, the NFT market has kind of been lately?
Yeah, it's a super good question. Something that obviously we talk about it. It matters. It's, we're a business like any other business. And so, the financial landscape obviously means something. I'd say that from a motivation perspective, we don't have anyone on the team that's ever said once, like, maybe this isn't a good idea. Everybody that's here is really, really believes in the future of the Sandbox, of the metaverse. And I think ultimately you have to believe in crypto as well. And its, ability to bounce back. I've done a ton of reading and research and listened to a ton of different people, that have been in the game longer than I have. And I'm very confident that this is a lull. Every market in the world right now is down for one reason or another. And there's many different reasons. And listen, I'm not a financial expert, so I'm not going to get into what I think. But I very strongly believe that we're not far away from a crypto bounce back. Like it's, it might take a month or two, but it's coming back. And I think, one of the things that's interesting at a time like this is you don't see a ton of people get nervous. So you don't see a lot more buyers. But if you think about it, if you buy a Lady Pixy, avatar today versus 6 months from now, when sand could be, instead of at $1.33, it could be at $8. You can get some assets that are quite a bit cheaper for you as a buyer. And we're happy to see that too. We know the landscape of sand value and Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to fluctuate. It's not tied to a specific country's dollar, for example. And the points, I think one of the things that Lady Pixy believes in is that we build things in each collection that are important for any type of, NFT enthusiast, right? So you might, we build legendary characters, for example, that are much more rare, that have a much higher value for the people that are collectors in the NFT space and see value in holding on to an asset over a long period of time in hopes that it appreciates in value. Yeah. But we also really want to take care of the main group of people within the Sandbox, which is gamers, and make custom luxury avatars that aren't just produced out of a machine. They're unique, they're one of a kind that you can actually take and use as a skin within the Sandbox game. And so I think what we're focused on is providing the best value possible to any one of our fans or customers. And we strongly believe that the rest is going to take care of itself.
Nice. And I see up here like the pro player man 1,000 sand and the receptionist 120 sand. I guess with we're talking about the market and how the price of sand fluctuates, do you guys take that into account? Like when, say, if you release a collection next week, do you look at like the price of sand, or you just already say like, all right, we're going to do 80 sand no matter if it's this
No,
much or that much?
yeah, for sure. We look at the like price of the sand, and the weird thing is maybe it's the market fear, but when the price of sand was like $8, we sold avatars with 2,000 sand, which was like about $15,000 for one avatar.
Yeah.
And when the market is hype, everyone comes and buy. But when the price is down, as Dan said, now you can buy avatars for very cheap price, and later it can go high. But we have to like adjust our prices based on the market need. So we put our prices down for now because market is not, there's not too much people. But because these NFTs are art, I believe there is always customer for them.
Yeah, it's we operate this business the same way what any other, with supply and demand constraints. So if the demand is really high, obviously we'll charge a little bit more, but more so than anything, I think one of the things you'll notice between this latest collection that came out and one of the first collections that we dropped is we're making them more accessible to the general gamer. It's a lot of feedback that we've received from our customers and from the SandStorm crowd as well. And so, I think it's important that we go down that path. I don't think what we're doing is perfect, but I don't think anybody knows what to do perfectly yet either. I don't know if we're making it quite accessible enough, or if we need to make things that are much more rare and separate collections. I think we're moving forward in a common sense way that makes sense to us today, but our methodology behind new releases is going to continue to evolve as the Sandbox game evolves. As they release features, for example, that bring more value to the gamers that are in the Sandbox, our avatars, and building equipment and stuff like that, will evolve to match the needs of the Sandbox game and also the collectors, the people that look at avatar or voxel art as a collectible rather than something to use in game.
Yeah.
And something I also want to mention is that we are young generation and young builders. So we really welcome feedback from our customers. Anyone, if you have feedback, please leave it on our social media or send us email at info@ladypixy.com. We will apply them quickly.
Absolutely.
I was actually going to ask, like, how do you guys go about, growing as a company, finding, other artists, like-minded artists that share the same vision as you guys? What do you guys do to go through that? Like, if someone wanted to come work for Lady Pixy, how would they go about doing that?
Sure. That's a great question. I think first of all, it all started again with Somi. She won a contest with the Sandbox and then started her own company and was brave enough to go down, and take that leap of faith. And then over time, we've met with just some great designers that have really evolved. I've been around since about January, and in 5 months, I've seen the skill set of everybody on our team grow substantially. So everybody's focused on growing quite a bit. We've got a couple of project managers working for us that we put a lot of trust and value into that really analyze any artist looking to come work with us quite a bit. So, generally we look at what they've done so far. And anyone that's interested, please reach out to us. We're happy to bring in junior developers and junior builders, junior artists, and help you develop as well. Just as a side note, it's part of our long-term business strategy is to actually bring people that are talented creatively, maybe graphic designers, coming out of school or something like that, for example, and train them in the art of vox edit. And so, many different ways. A lot of it is just through the community, though. I'd say most of it is just staying engaged with the overall Sandbox and crypto communities. And, people reach out to us often. We reach out to people that we like their art as well. And so I'd say it's more organic today than anything. But we do have a game plan to start helping people, like coach and train them to get to the same level as our group of artists right now.
Yes.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think
And
that's
it's
awesome.
very important for us, like for our builders to be innovative, and most important is it's their passion. I mean, they really love this thing. It's not 9 to 7, 9 to 5 jobs. You come and just work for work. It's really something they love.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's because it's art, and we really see the talent in them, and we really ask them, do you like characters, cars, what do you want best to do? So yeah, they put their effort in what they like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I mean, just like you said, even with how the markets are and stuff, like I think right now is a time when people want to be looking for the lady pixies, the ones that are, contributing. And I know it's kind of a meme, but like the ones that are building and, because those are going to be the ones that come out on the other side, and the ones that were just here for cash grabs, and mainly more so of like, just PFP NFT projects. Those are the ones that are going to go away, and the ones that weren't actually contributing. So I think, I think you guys are doing the right thing with the avatars. I love what you guys are doing, and I can't wait to see more integration within the Sandbox and what the Sandbox has to offer.
Thank you.
What is what are we looking at right here? Is this one of the
This is a
estates?
paradise. It was one of the land we designed. It's like Paradise Island. It's fully designed inside, outside. Has lots of furniture inside it. Um, but it was not sold out, and we stopped the project. It was like an auction for one day, and
Yeah.
then we changed our mind. As I said, we are going to keep it reserved. But yeah, it's such a beautiful house. You can see all the rooms are designed. We put furniture in it. So
Yeah. Awesome. And all the furniture and stuff, you guys do sell on the Sandbox marketplace.
yes, everything is designed with voxels, so they are separate objects, and it's on sale on the market.
Yeah.
Dan, maybe you can explain more about this project.
Well, what I was gonna actually say about this project, first of all, this is like a replica of Somaya's real house. So she's on this island in this beautiful place right now. I'm just kidding. One of the things that we're actually doing, we're working on a project with a couple of people in Canada, actually, to start taking like live real estate and creating replicas within the metaverse. And so, there's so many different pathways you can take to bring value into that type of project that really we're starting off on a pilot project, but it's something that we really wanted to get into. And something I think that's very interesting, it's bringing real value from a real, home, for example, or a real mansion, and bringing a replica version of that into the metaverse. And there's hundreds of different ways, I'm sure, that I'm not even aware of how to utilize that. I mean, somebody could be building a gaming environment within it that eventually they can monetize that gaming environment, or they can be building, or they can be using it for marketing their own business, marketing their own real estate company, for example.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to find different ways to drive value from the real world into the metaverse, and make them interchangeable in a way, but also make them really custom and unique for the customer. There's a lot of people out there that have, a huge interest in the NFT space. And I think we're trying to find as many ways as possible to really bring value to those people.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm actually like really surprised that something like someone like Zillow hasn't like gotten into something like this, like virtual reality, like metaverse house shopping,
I think
Yes.
there's many companies, actually real estate companies, that have gotten into it, especially over the pandemic, that have started to go down that pathway. But I think, the house shopping thing, it's a deeply personal thing. It's very difficult to convince people that they're going to get the feel of a home, throughout a video. And so, I think it has to be done the right way. I think
Yeah.
I think when you get into real AR, VR, where it's, where it's no joke. It really is feeling like you're walking through the home. I think now we're talking, but I think in terms of people purchasing real estate, it's not going to become mainstream. Some people will get into it, but it won't be a mainstream thing where that's how real estate is traded until that virtual reality, technology gets up to a point where you legit feel like you're at the house.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I can explain, for building these houses, we have a team of architect, interior designer, and like a voxel architect also from Italy. And they discuss it's not easy. They measure everything. I mean, it's not easy to build a house like this with proper measurements.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything you can see is perfect because we do design and 2D, and then we measure everything, discuss it, and then we start building it. And for all the parts, I mean, you can see the interior designer will give opinion and we build it. And also we have a guy for the furniture. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, it looks great. I mean, I loved the interior design stuff that we saw the last time that we had talked, and this one looks amazing as well.
Yeah.
And I know last
these
time
projects are big. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, I know last time that we talked a little bit off topic, we did talk about the NFT space. I believe that you said that World of Women was kind of a project that you enjoyed. Have you guys dabbled any more into like the other side of the NFT space outside of Sandbox? And are there any projects that you're into?
We've thought about it. It's the World of Women, project was something that we were really, especially Somaya was really, into that project. I think it's done exceptionally well.
Yeah.
They're a partner of the Sandbox now as well. And so we're super happy to see the success that they've had. We've talked about it, I'm not going to lie, but I do think that like the PFP projects is something that for us to endeavor down that path right now, I don't think makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
As a business, we really want to stick to what we're good at. I'm not saying that we wouldn't do something afterwards, but I think we'd probably take a bit of a different line and make it more of a branding experience and exercise, or maybe a value add to our client base that supports us quite a bit, right? Like if you're buying an avatar for $5,000 or $6,000, what we want to do is give you, added value throughout time. We don't want that to be a one-time transaction.
Yeah.
So we've talked about it. We continue to talk about it to see where it fits into our ecosystem. But as of today, we have no announcements or anything to make.
All right. Nice. I know last time we had talked about, other metaverses and stuff. And I guess I'll ask again, have you guys, discussed exploring building in other metaverses besides the Sandbox, or are you guys still just focusing solely on the Sandbox?
So that's something that we discuss quite often as well. I think as a partner of the Sandbox, I think they'll always be our main focus. So, and I don't see why they wouldn't be. I think we've internally, we have a lot of belief that the Sandbox is the metaverse that will come out on top. To be honest. And I think so that'll always be our main focus, but as an organization, I think it's, always wise of us to be looking for other opportunities. In the future, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you hope that in some way the stuff that we're building will be interchangeable within metaverses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a part that, we don't have the technical knowledge or experience within our business to foresee exactly when that's going to happen. But it's something that as a business, we have to stay aware of it and make sure that we stay ahead of the game in that fashion, because, like everything, at some point, something's going to centralize itself in an experience way and become the big dog, in the playing field.
Yeah.
And so we're always looking for it, but as of today, we're really focused on the Sandbox. As you can see, we've got a lot of projects on the go to go create in a different metaverse right now. I don't think it's terribly complicated. It's something we'll probably dip our toes into over time, but our main focus will likely always be the Sandbox.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah. And I mean, we are. I guess I'm kind of running out of questions to ask. Is there anything that you feel like we haven't talked about that you would like to talk? Any alpha drops you'd
Uh,
like to give?
yeah, actually, I want to talk about our contest in cooperation with SandStorm with you. I
Okay.
think that's something we are really proud of. It's one of them happened like 2 weeks ago. It was about Lady of Peace, and I'm really proud of the builders. I really love them. And what we also added on top of this contest was we added judges, 7 judges, 4 from Lady Pixie and 3 from Sandstorm.
Mm-hmm.
They are like top builders and they give opinion on what can be the winners. And the interesting part was we also give the giveaway our avatars to like top 20 winners and one of the audience even. So that's also something people can contribute if they love our NFTs. That's a way also to give one of them. And we also keep eye on the like winners as a builder if they want to cooperate with us or anything, because I think they really have innovative ideas and this contest will be continued. So yeah, I think it
Nice.
was so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I was gonna say I
So
love I love the contest that the Sandstorm did. I remember
Yeah.
it was a couple weeks ago. I was streaming the disco party, the DJ party, and there was a ton of people that built stuff for that, and there was a
Yeah.
contest. I don't know who won, but I remember there was a Lady Pixie build.
Yeah, but I mean for me because I was I had a regular life with the work,
Yeah.
but then I contribute in one of these contests, and that's how Lady Pixie starts. So if you are an artist, if you feel for it, I'm not even an artist, but if you feel a passion and like this thing, I think it's the best place. This contest is amazing. That's Sandstorm.
yeah,
Agreed.
it is. It was really cool. We had a great turnout to it. We're super happy to give. We gave a giveaway an avatar to the top 20 builders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's our
For
three number two
there.
winner.
Yeah,
Number
that's
two,
number 2 right there. And then that's the
and
number
Rex
1
Roach.
winner.
Yeah, no.
And it's no joke when you won one of these. It's a pretty big deal. Like it's not nothing, right?
Yeah.
And so that part's cool. And I think it's kind of given us some more internal conversation. But we do want to stay connected to the community, and we want to have input from outside. And so one of the things that we haven't formalized this yet, but one of the ideas that we have is that when we have avatar collections where we're going to stick to the number 10 in the collection, maybe only 8 are designed internally, and we actually
Mm-hmm.
go out to the community and ask them to design our final 1 or 2 avatars, and give them an opportunity, and obviously we would pay them for their work or give them a piece of the avatar sale should it sell, for example. And that's another way that people can get involved, get their name known. The first time we do that, I'll send this out on Twitter and Discord and stuff like that as well. But it's a way for them to get their artwork out and seen by many more people. And if this is a passion they have and they want to make it their full-time job, that's another good opportunity for them. Plus, it's a really cool way for us to keep everybody in working within Lady Pixie. Focused on innovation and making sure that we're always learning how to do things better. And there's nothing better than inviting more people to the discussion in order to accomplish that. So it's another idea we have, and I think that'll be cool. Something that we do in the next couple of months.
Awesome. And like I said, once again, make sure you guys are following Lady Pixie on Twitter, and you're in the Discord, so and also the Sandstorm Discord. When when these competitions are going down, because I do agree that winning something like this can definitely get your name out there within the building community, and can definitely open up some doors.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, like I said, that's pretty much all I have for today. I'm actually surprised that we went 45 minutes. Like I said, this is my first time having a return guest on the show. Normally, I have a lot of fluff questions in the very beginning, so I think it was a great conversation. Is there anything that you guys would like to end on?
No, just thanks again for the time. Thanks to everybody that joined today as well. No matter what the crypto markets are doing right now, we're putting our heads down and staying very hard at work to continue building. It's all going to come back. So hang in there, everybody.
We are full of surprise. Always something comes up.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Well, thank you guys very much for coming on. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday. And thank everyone for watching the show. I do appreciate it. Once again, follow Lady Pixy. Those links are down in the Twitch chat. Also join the SandStorm Discord. Follow us on Twitter. Follow the stream. We'll be live again on Monday at 12 o'clock Eastern. And thank you guys for watching today. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for nice comments. Also, we read all of them. Thank you so much. Good day.
Thanks. Bye-bye.